Hey YouTube, just a couple updates here today. In springtime I trash picked this 1997 Weed Eater lawnmower. It's just a 4 horsepower cheap Briggs with one of those cheap plastic carburetors on top of a metal gas tank. When I picked up this mower it was a mess. The engine just kept on racing, and I took the shrouds off and there was a nice buildup, a nice handful of crap in there, grass clippings. There was some wire outside insulation pieces in there. It was just a total mess. So I cleaned all that out, and that solved that problem. And this mower sat outside, and even though the diaphragm was good, after all the rain we had, it ruined the diaphragm, and the diaphragm couldn't pump fuel anymore to the carburetor to get the engine started. So I had to install a new diaphragm kit, which I got from what's that store? O'Reilly Auto Parts. It only cost $3, and I had to install this side chute here. And the engine runs pretty good now, and it's still shaky a little bit, but I think it's because the mower is old. So yeah. And I'll give a demonstration. Hopefully this thing will start. I'll prime it. It's still a little shaky. It just does that when it's cold. Somebody's coming over to look at that pretty soon. $65. My neighbor used it. I've been using it. It works pretty good. I have no... whoever gets this is going to get a pretty damn good lawnmower. I changed the air filter. I put a new spark plug in it. I sharpened the blade. I reattached this cover here with these bolts here. Yeah, the mower runs good. Whoever buys it is going to get a pretty damn good mower. I had lots of people interested in it, but I had to deal with deadbeats. I mean, this one lady, she was supposed to look at it today, but she was just like, oh, I can't make it, I don't have the money. And this other guy worked at a car dealership that was interested in it, and he was looking at something else, and he was just like, oh, can I look at it tomorrow? And I'm just like, yeah, I got somebody else looking at it. So yeah, this Spanish guy's coming over to look at it, and hopefully I'll sell it. $65. I just priced it to get rid of it. I can't price anything too high, otherwise people don't want it. It's sort of a buyer's market right now, practically for everything. And I picked this up at a rummage sale probably almost a month ago. This Bridgestone MB6 mountain bike. I paid $10 for it. I had to put different tires on it. The tires didn't match. There was one fatter one in the back and there was one skinnier one in the front. So since I had spare tires laying around from old Huffy mountain bikes that I've junked, I installed those on there. I clean up the sprockets, and I clean up the chain too, which is the usual procedure when I recondition bicycles. And I had to add this seat. There was a cruiser seat on there when I got the bike, and that it didn't look that good. I had people looking at this bike, most for deadbeats. I originally was asking $85 for it, but I lowered the price down to $75, and that's where I'm locking in. If people don't want to spend the $75, screw them. So yeah, I mean, this bike rides and shifts excellent. The front derailleur had problems shifting. I had to loosen it up and adjust it up and down to get the derailleur to shift properly. And yeah, that's the updates. And hopefully in about 10 minutes I can sell that what's that, Sears mower, the one that I found with a bad air filter. Like like I said, I mean, all I've been getting on it is deadbeats. People that can't show up on time. People that just bail out. Same thing with this thing. But yeah, I mean, if I really wanted to, I can get about $100 for that bike, but nah. I just want to price it to sell. I like to price things to sell, otherwise they don't move. And this mower, I just gotta let it run yet and check it out and everything to make sure everything's good before I post it for sale. And that concludes this video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Well, I'm back. The guy came and looked at it. He was looking for something with side discharge and a bag. For $65, I mean, this is just a regular mulching lawnmower, a regular push self-propelled mulching lawnmower. It has no side discharge or a bag. It's just plain like this. And I told him if he's going to look for one with a bag and side discharge, he's going to be spending a little bit more money, which he agreed on. He was a nice guy though, but I'll eventually get my $65 for it. It ain't the end of the world. It's only Tuesday. I still got the whole week yet. I usually run my postings on Craigslist once a week, then I delete them and repost them. And that too, it's only Tuesday, and hopefully within the next week or couple weeks I'll get rid of that too. $75. The price is non-negotiable. I mean, it has new tires, it shifts good and rides good and everything. I have nothing to hide really with that one. Maybe a couple things. Shut the fuck up. Damn kids never shut the fuck up. Yeah, and that thing I got so far it runs pretty good. It's a little shaky when it's cold, but when it warms up, it's fine. Yeah, it's just a cheap old mower. I don't know how well this thing was abused. So yeah, and that concludes this video, and I sure hope you enjoyed it. Bye. May I add that my neighbor, when he used this mower to mow his lawn, he wanted to buy the mower. When I told him the price, he was just like, oh, that's too much. $65 for a self-propelled push lawnmower that runs good is a pretty good deal. And he was whining and crying, oh, it's too much. And I knew he was going to do that. But it ain't the end of the world. After a while, he stopped whining and he wanted to buy it, so I held it for him for a week, and I wasn't going to remind him again. Whoever gets it now is fair game. And that concludes this video, finally. Bye.